Hey, what's up, everybody? How you doing? It's your man Kevin over at the Natural Wellness Shop. Just thinking about the topic, the subject of building yourself up every day, building yourself and your family up every day to not only just endure and thrive in a crazy and volatile and crazy, ever-changing world. As we all know, things is always changing in the world, and there's no constant but change, right? That we can depend on happening in the world. And it's to the utmost of importance that we do execute, implement, practice, hone, become skillful and even artful and cultivating practices and wisdom and things that's going to help us not only just get through, but actually thrive and just prosper and with good success and prosper with exponential return and success as far as the investment of time and energy and effort that is expended. And today I just woke up with the heart set, with my mindset, with my body set. That's the power hour, as talked about by Robin Sharma. The power hour of spending that first part of your day to fortify your mind set, your heart set, and your body for one of resilience and one of prosperity and thriving, no matter what you may face or encounter throughout the day. So just talking about, really just shoring up yourself in whatever capacity that has to be in order to stand strong and in order to move with courage in the face of fear in this world, in this environment that we live in. If you live long enough, you're going to face some challenges, right? You're going to face some real hard, real strong, real Thanos level, Thanos level things in life that's going to come up against you. And you have to continually just train and discipline yourself to be able to get through these moments in your life in a manner that's going to help, in which you're able to bounce back and be resilient, So that's just where my mind is today. My heart is, my feelings and emotions are today, and what I'd like to carry out through my actions and my guts, what I'd like to live out today. What's kind of getting me going this way? I don't know. Just with recent conversations and just thinking about some things. Thinking about, I guess, specifically my children. The picture I got up is of a young picture of a young woman kissing her young daughter. And I guess I'm just thinking about relationships and just thinking about my significant other and then my sons, and how important it is that my heart, my emotions, my feelings be intact and in line, and that my mindset be strong, and that I'm able to be healthy in body, so that I'm able to be an asset in my relationships with them. Thinking about my in-laws and my immediate family. I want to be an asset, not only to myself, but I want to be an asset to the Most High, the Creator. And I want to be an asset to my community and my tribe. And I want to be there in order to help everybody that comes under my influence. I want to be there as somebody who's dependable and as somebody who is encouraging and uplifting and there to help push and lend myself as a launching pad, a pillar to stand on in order to get to the next level. In order to help things move along and progress towards a good outcome, towards an outcome that towards a good harvest, and not towards negativity or destruction, but constructing. Yeah, thinking about my sons and thinking about relationships and thinking about the importance of making sure you spend that time. Life in this plane of existence is limited. As I often say, some people will say it's too short. I say anything short of eternity is too short, right? Anything short of living forever is too short. I want to live forever, and we're here, in my opinion, in my view, in my belief, to practice before moving on to the next stage. So we want to be resilient in heart, mind, and body. We want to build ourselves up to be strong in stamina, strong in endurance, in order to thrive and in order to live and leave a legacy that helps our lineage move on and do better, and helps humanity as a whole just do better and dream and hope and reach for the stars, reach for betterment. I was thinking about, some verses actually in the Bible that kind of gotten me going this direction, as far as your heart and your mind and your thoughts, and then what kind of life we want to fortify for ourselves and hope to live. Just some thoughts. I was thinking about verses like Proverbs 21 and 1. Proverbs 21 and 1. The king's heart is in the hand of the Lord, the rivers of water. He turneth it whatsoever he will. And I was just thinking about, our heart, our emotions, our feelings, even in a broader sense, our intellect, our mindset, the level of understanding that we have. And we want to make, in my view, in my belief, when it comes to living naturally, well, the way nature intended, that we have to be mindful of our hearts and our emotional state and how we are allowing it to be moved and manipulated in the world. We have to keep this stuff on guard, and we have to be mindful, I think, about it. And it's just, let's thinking about this verse, the king's heart. We all may not be technically kings or queens, quote, like Queen Elizabeth or something like that, but we can carry ourselves and we can have a high view of ourselves in such a manner that we just don't give ourselves over to anything. We want to have a king or queen mindset, view about yourself is, you just don't let anything in your life. You are not trash. God don't make junk. So you can't allow junk and trash to come into your heart, into your emotional life. You want to keep your emotions, you want to have them be able to bounce back to a state of joy, gratefulness, happiness, thankfulness, and contentedness, happiness, joyfulness. You want to cultivate your heart in such a manner that when you do have feelings of anger, frustration, bitterness, worriness, anxiety, when you have those feelings, we don't want those feelings to stick around for too long. Long enough, that's just, that's a part of having emotions and feelings and being able to feel a broad range of them. But you don't want the negative ones to stick around too long and take hold and take root. You don't want them to stick around too long and get you in your a state that is negative. Want to make sure that they don't take root. So having a queen set, or having the heart of a king or a queen, you want to be cultivating your heart and mind for goodness as much as you possibly can. Thinking about that, that's one to take. What's another verse I was thinking about? Proverbs 17 and 22. Proverbs 17 and 22, the power of cultivating a good heart, getting out of your mind sometimes and just cultivating your feelings, your emotions, your heart set. A merry heart doeth good like a medicine, but a broken spirit drieth the bones. You want to do all that you can to keep your heart merry, whether that be implementing practices like, one of the things for me is every day I make sure I have a good belly laugh. I make sure that I start off the day listening to something that's going to make me laugh, put me in a good mood, that's going to make me smile and make me happy and make me feel that make sure that seed of joy has been planted for the day. You have to be purposeful and intentional about that, because there's always something to fret about. So you have to, with intention and with purpose every day, to find a seed of joy to plant, before anything else gets in view, right? There's always going to be something negative that comes in view. That's just the world that we live in. But you have to be seeking the good things out as much as you can. Proverbs 15 and 13, a merry heart maketh a cheerful countenance. So we all know that when you're feeling good, it definitely affects how you show up in the world, even down to your physical appearance, even down to your facial expressions, and then how you non-verbally express yourself. I was thinking about Romans 12 and 2. Romans 12 and 2. And be not conformed to this world, but be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind, that you may prove what is that good and acceptable and perfect will of God. Romans 12 and 1, the verse before it. I beseech you, therefore, brethren, by the mercies of God, that you present your body a living sacrifice, wholly acceptable unto God, which is your reasonable service. Just thinking about how important it is that you keep your body, in as good condition as you possibly can, according to how it was given to you upon birth. You want to try to return your body back to the maker in a good condition as you received it, in as good as a condition as you received it. That's your reasonable service. And in doing so, part of that is just being mindful of your thoughts and your mindset, and what you allow to come into your mind and your mindset, and fortify your mindset according to God and to the Word of God, to His sayings and His Word. That's really what you want to do, and in thinking about that, I guess in doing that, just thinking about Joshua, the book of Joshua 1:8, where it says, in doing that, this book of the law shall not depart out of thy mouth. Meditate, but thou shalt meditate, mouth and meditate, to murmur, to ponder, to imagine, to mutter, to speak, to study, to talk, therein day and night, that thou mayest observe to do, to live, to carry out, to accomplish in the real world, in this tangible world, according to all that is written therein. For then thou shalt make thy way prosperous. That means moving forward, breaking out, profitable. And then thou shalt have good success. So, good success. Just thinking about that. When you fortify your mind and your heart, it definitely affects how you show up and show out in the world, in the real world, right? That's what we're to gather from this. So every day we're to spend time just thinking about our emotions, our feelings, our heart, getting into our heart, getting in and fortifying and making resilient our mind, and doing the same for our bodies, taking the time to do that. That's definitely important. Like I said, living in an ever-changing, dynamic world that presents challenges, and it presents hurdles and presents obstacles that's designed to have us do better and be assets and have us to grow and prosper. So this is Kevin over at the Natural Wellness Shop. Hopefully this has been something that's going to help you along your way in the world. And I just wanted to be a voice of inspiration and encouragement to you today. So get out and have fun, have a little bit of fun and do what you got to do to thrive and to ikigai. That means live with purpose, have a reason. It's a Japanese term for living your reason for being, what you're designed for and what you're called to do. Thanks for listening. Kevin over at the Natural Wellness Shop, talking about things in order that you live naturally well, the way nature intended. Peace and blessings.